while we're still looking up indaba yesandla umntana waxhozula. And then bathi sisi your child is very sick. Bamthatha bamse e-ICU. Umntwana waba nezipot ezininzi eziblack la emzimbeni wakhe. I remember the other one empumlweni esinya esuswini. And then neminwe eminye yabe isifa mnyama on the left hand side.
Okay.
Nesandla naso sesifa mnyama. And then aba explain kwenzeka ntoni. Bathi umntwana une-clots. They have to drain the clots.
Okay.
Okay, fine. They drain the clothes and then bathi umntana une-infection but abayazi ba-infection yantoni. Okay. So mawukuhamba isikhathi isandla esisiba mnyama that black thing ngazi ba yintoni is continuing. And I can notice ba esandla asanagazi sifile. Even if ndingamphula iminwe izophuka. And then baza kuthi as a family basixelela okay we have to amputate ingalo. Okay, and then I took the consent form then ekhaya and then I explained ekhaya savumelana sokuba okay I have to sign because this thing yenzeka on the left hand side. They are also scared about what's going to happen if ifika enhlizweni. Okay, fine, and then they cut the arm. And then after some few days as ICU baza kum bathi sisi we're gonna remove umtshini emntaneni aziphefumulele. But the only thing you can do when uthandaza because umntana is either gonna be brain damage or abe ne stroke. But ke umntana uvulile amehlo but akaniboni. Oh okay. And then I went to the doctor but okay what's gonna happen ngamehlo omntana? But there's nothing they can do about amehlo. So abumntana lose eyesight ngolo hlobo. But they were cleaning the wound ne ngalo and then they end up cutting him in. But no one has informed me with anything. Bashia omle umnwe one.
And you were not notified about that?
I was in school.
There was no consent form you signed?
There was no family member.
There was no family member that was
Nothing.
notified?
Xa ndifika endlini umntana akakwazi uhamba. That one was traumatizing.
Yeah.
Very traumatizing because ubuyele back to square one. Unxibe inapukeni first akakwazi uhamba akaboni. And umuntu wakhona uyaphapha natural. Uyaphapha kakhulu.
Was he talking?
Yeah, he was talking.
He was talking.
Une energy too much. Yabo ufuna udlala nabanye abantwana. Then mayifuna uphuma phandle wayehubuluza ngempundu. Udlala nabanye abantwana. And then ijini yakhe iphele empondweni I will have to take umphambili ndimse ngasemva because kaloku yaphela impahla and umuntu wakhona ufuna ijini. Yes, ufuna ijini uyayibamba nje ayifila isisebusweni athi ayodzini le ncinci.
Clearly was a smart child. Sanibonani Mzansi and welcome to another episode of the Hope Revolution podcast. I'm your host Unomcebo Kayaga, your sister that is always available to listen to your story and engage with you. In this podcast, we provide a platform for open discussions on various challenges and experiences that are unique to both men and women. And if you are joining us for the first time, please do not forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so that you don't miss out on any of our episodes. But if you're not joining us for the first time, Sitakwandela Utate Corner, and thank you for joining us once again. So as you all know that every week we always have a special guest that will come to the studio to share their story with us. And it's up to us that we are learning something from the story or we're being ignorant. So today I'm joined by an amazing lady by the name of Ungwele Gazi. How are you?
Ndiyaphila inkosi njani?
Ngiyaphila sisi wami, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Inkosi.
To people who don't know Ungwele Gazi, who is Ungwele Gazi?
Okay, so basically benzalelwe la ePretoria.
Okay.
Mama notatam they used to stay in Soshanguve.
All right.
Then babuya la Eastern Cape while I was still very young.
All right.
Ndakhulela ku auntie katatam kuyidolophu bayibiza eNgqushwa.
Okay.
Yes, so I did my primary eNgqushwa and then ndenza high school standard 6 eNgqushwa. Then I went to Edinburgh uhlala noDabawo. So kulapho ke ndahlangana notatomntana.
All right.
Yeah.
And how did you get to Johannesburg? Was it because of work or studies? Were you studying? What made you to come to Johannesburg?
Okay, so eTinagand ndindasuka naseTinagand ndabuyela kumamam ePE ndaqabezela khona isikolo after ndinomntana. And then after grade 12 my uncle wanbiza ababa ndize kwelicala ndizojonga umsebenzi while I was helping endlini nabantwana. So ndaza ngolo hlobo ke Joburg ngo-2013.
Or 2013?
Yes.
All right. So ever since you've just lived here,
Yeah.
your life is basically here.
Yeah, I've been here.
As you said, Uguti, you met Utatomtwana. How was your relationship with Utatomtwana at first when you started dating?
Uhlangana kwatata umntana bese right yonke into ihamba kahle sinamaphupho ethu. And then until I get pregnant, then we separated ways. I don't know, it's because of pregnancy or what, but I don't want to dwell too much on that topic.
Okay. So at
Yes.
what age were you guys when you had a child?
I was 16, and then ndabeleka ndina 17 years.
So you were still at school,
Yes.
both of you?
No, yena phumile esikolweni. I don't remember correct. It's been long.
It's been long.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you're at this age, which is you're still at school and uyaqala ukuba nengane.
Yes.
You've never had a child. How did your family take it? Because we are raised in strict homes. They don't take nonsense. Abazali bethu. So with you, since you were still at school, how did your family take it? Ukuthi usukhulelwe?
I disappointed most in my late aunt. The one person who was very close to me. Unkhulisile. Ndamdisappointa kakhulu because after ndibe pregnant I had to go back to my mom's place.
Yeah.
Nomama naye wayethandaza endibona ii-changes emzimbeni uba hayibo why kudevelop izinto. I hope ayiloo nto ndicingayo until saya clinic. And then I found out about I'm pregnant. I disappointed a lot. And even my dad, he also dreamed about it, but I'm pregnant. And I also don't want to tell him I'm pregnant. Then I was like, hlala apho son, I'm not going to tell you, you will find out.
Yeah.
But ke umntana wabakhona and everyone loved the child, banixolela, then we'll move on with life.
I think that's one beautiful thing. We're not saying Guti, teenage pregnancy, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
But umntwana maseka khona, there's always that bond ebakhona.
Yes,
and
between
the
the
very
family.
same people who never liked the whole thing,
They will choose that child.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that was the
No,
ending.
that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. And then you are blessed with a boy or a girl,
Yes, a baby boy.
a baby boy.
Yes.
So take me through the journey of raising that beautiful baby boy. So kulele, you had a child, so you learn from your mistakes. Now you must shift from being ungcwelekazi to being ungcwelekazi as a mother.
Yes.
How has your journey in motherhood been like while you were raising your child?
Okay, so uba igama lakhe uNkamva.
Kamva.
Yes,
Okay,
the other name is
beautiful name.
Inat. So ndibe noKamva 2008.
Okay.
So I didn't go back to school for 2 years. Ndakhulisa umntana. Then after that ndabuyela esikolweni.
Okay.
So umntana mbe right, I gave a birth to a healthy baby boy. Ndamkhulisa with my mom and my siblings. Ndifunda ndingumntana esikolo until ke the journey it changed when he was 3 years old, 2011.
So while Akula, was the father present?
It was in and of, yeah,
of
you know
thing.
the dynamics of baby daddies and baby mamas.
Yeah.
But yes, ukhona yena uyasupport umntwana wakhe.
Right. So you have Ukanva, Uyakula ngaphambi kwakho, you can see him, he's a strong, well young baby boy.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Very
right,
handsome.
Very handsome.
Very
You know?
handsome.
And what went wrong?
So 2011, it was cold that day, I still remember. So besihleli phandle, I don't remember what was happening else. and then wakhala ngoba enyaweni lakhe kubuhlungu. So manjonga enyaweni lakhe kubhonzi wakhe on the left hand side. Kwabe kukho into emnyama. So engqondweni nami nambe ngithi okay hayi inoba izawuphuma ubomvu yabona uzawudumba kuphuma ubomvu
Yeah.
and then abe right. And then the following day I noticed no, this thing is not changing. Iya spread the black spot.
Yeah.
Then ndamsa clinic. Ngelishwa ke that Monday bokukho strike apho ndihlala khona.
Okay.
So sikwazanga attend. And then isibhedlela awukwazi ukuya ungenayo i-referral from the clinic. Yes. And then the following day still ndabona umntana wami ukwi-pains kakhulu. So I decided to go straight to the hospital because ndibona izandithathela ixesha uba ndiye clinic again. So and then I went to the hospital Doranginza in Port Elizabeth.
All right.
Yes. And then masifikayo casual ward. Manifika nayo umntana be normal ne ekhona ukwazi uhamba and talk and complaining about the pain
Okay.
because been at 3 years. And then masifikayo casual ward, they did some procedure. When I did my research recently, it's called lump puncture. Benza something at the back.
Of the child.
Yes.
At the back as in the spine.
Yes.
All right.
But that time I didn't know anything. Ne? I just wanted my child to be fine. So and then but mandiye CG3 emawodini. Manthatha umntana akasakwazi uhamba. But ndifike naye kwazi uhamba.
Immediately after they did that
Yes,
procedure.
after they did that procedure, mandithi ndithatha ukamva akasakwazi uzihambela. Yonke into yakhe like akhona nix uweek. And then okay fine ndamemeka ndahamba ndamsa CG3. Then masifika phaya bam attend ke they did their procedure bamfaka i-drip. And then after some few minutes sifikile CG3 isandla somntana saqala saba cold. Then xa ndibuza what's happening ngomntana why isandla sakhe sibanda. And then banga explain bakwenzeka ntoni nabo babe lost bathatha isandla basicover basibe warm. While we're still looking up indaba yesandla umntana waxhozula. And then but see your child is very sick. Bamthatha bamse ICU. Okay, fine. And then ICU, I don't remember clearly for how many weeks. I don't remember. So while as ICU, umntwana waba nezipot ezininzi eziblack la emzimbeni wakhe. I remember the other one empumlweni esinga esuswini. And then neminwe eminye yabe isifa mnyama on the left hand side.
Okay.
Nesandla naso sesifa mnyama. And then aba explain kwenzeka ntoni. Then they ran a test. Then after bathi umntana une-clots, they have to drain the clots.
Okay.
Okay, fine. They drain clothes and then bathi umntana une-infection but abayazi ba infection and okay. So makuhambi isikhathi isandla esisiba mnyama that black thing ngazi ba yintoni is continuing. And I can notice ba esandla asanagazi sifile even if ndingamphula iminwe izophuka. And then baza kuthi as a family basixelela okay we have to amputate ingalo. Okay, and then I took the consent form then I ekhaya and then I explained ekhaya savumelana sonke okay I have to sign because this thing yenzeka on the left hand side. They are also scared about what's going to happen if ifika enhlizweni. Okay, fine. And then they cut the arm. And then after some few days as ICU baza kum bathi sisi we're gonna remove umtshini emntaneni aziphefumulele. But the only thing you can do when uthandaza because umntana is either going to be brain damage or abe ne stroke. Okay, fine. And mind you, I went back to school. I was doing grade 11 at that time.
Yeah.
So I had to go to school and come back to the hospital. Yeah, on weekend I would sleep Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And also we're not allowed to sleep in the hospital because umntana umdala and I'm staying in the area. But I was forcing it. Okay, fine. And then bamkhupha ke ICU bambuyisela CG3 for recovery yakhe. And then while I was at school, then I came back the other day but yo mntana kudala sithi ufuna uncanca. Then I'm like, no, uthi ufuna ungcwengcwe. Ufuna noma Mike. Yeah. But ke umntana uvulile amehlo but akaniboni. Oh, okay. And then I went to the doctor, but okay, what's going to happen ngamehlo omntana? But there's nothing they can do about amehlo. So abumntana lose eyesight ngolo hlobo. Okay, fine. Wahlala CG3 for recovery. Wabe esitya ngemibhobho engakwazi ukutya. Okay, fine. The weight was fine. He didn't lose weight, thank God. And then the other day, this is Korean. When I come back, umntana bambandishe ilantu kumlens on the left hand side.
Okay.
Inyawo like. Then what's happening now? But they were cleaning the wound, ne? Ngalo, and then they end up cutting him in. But no one has informed me with anything.
Okay. So they were cleaning ingalo,
Yes.
but they ended up cutting
Iminwe.
iminwe.
Yes. Ku left hand side inyawo like. Bashiya umnwe one.
And you were not notified about
I
that.
was in
There
school.
was no consent form you signed.
There was no family member.
There was no family member that was
Nothing.
notified. That's strange.
Yeah. So man buzayo why? And I was panicking. I'm like, oh, bayamgqiba mos umntana. Mama always went imshiya apha esibhedlele because ndizona umntana ophelele, but now I'm going to have a crippled child. Yeah. And then the only answer they say it has to be done because neminwe bisay imoshakele and bebengafuna uvisa umntana pain. Okay, and then okay, I accepted. Akabone njalo ke. Then sahlala esibhedlele July, August, September. And then September bathi bamnika iparole. Naye kudala edike ukuhlala esibhedlele. Bas discharge basigoduke mara then we'll come back for checkup. Okay, fine. Sagoduka. Xa ndifika endlini umntana akakwazi uhamba. That one was traumatizing.
Yeah.
Very traumatizing
It
because ubuyele back to square one. Unxibe inapukeni first, akakwazi uhamba, akaboni. And umuntu wakhona uyaphapha natural. Uyaphapha kakhulu.
Was he talking?
Yeah, he was talking.
He was talking.
Une energy too much.
Bubbly.
Yeah, ufuna udlala nabanye abantwana. I remember makudlala ugeneration usindlebe athi uthe nalesini nqa uthe nalesini. Oh, okay. Then mayifuna uphuma phandle wayehubuluza ngempundu. Udlala nabanye abantwana. And then ijini yakhe iphele empondweni. I will have to take umphambili ndimse ngasemva because kaloku yaphela impahla.
Yeah.
And umuntu wakhona ufuna ijini.
Playful.
Yes, ufuna ijini uyayibamba nje ayifila isebusweni athi ayodzini le nqa.
Clearly he was a smart child.
Yeah, he was Shem. Okay, fine. And then after, I remember we went to Ifuso once.
Okay.
And then one of my aunt when nika walking ring, wakola walking ring. Wehlala nje relax athi nipusha ngqengqe. Oh, okay, this is not working. So wazenzela ukwakhe ke. Mina ejikeleza apha endlini ezitrainer ukwakhe. Wakwazi uhamba ne-eyesight yakhe yabuya. Yes.
Wow.
But it's not the same. Because ma kufuneka ebhalile encwadini i-lines akaboni line umbhalo wakhe uyapha kude uyaziyela nje endaweni ya. So i-eyesight yakhe yona azange iphinde ibe right until today.
So that means the eyesight maybe bekuyinto ehamba ibuya then disappear.
No,
Or
angithi
it was never recovered nje from esibhedlela.
It was never recovered.
Yeah.
It was never recovered. So kuyo yonke into enzekayo, he's been going to hospital for checkups. Remember, they didn't know what was happening to the child because they say it's an infection abayazi enzo into.
But were they taking tests? Magaluka hamba
Yeah,
you check.
that's why he was
Yeah.
going to check up.
Okay.
I remember sometimes Besiya could check up 3 times a week. I even complained to the other doctor and said, Nandi umntana esikolo, I don't have money to come here, I don't have lunch.
Sure.
It was draining. And then one Nikimal, I don't remember the doctor's name. Fine. So umntanami has been going to check up ever since. And then the other issue, ever since we closed that first day, he's been having epilepsy problem till today. Until the other year, I was already this side. Wabane epilepsy to a point where aya esibhedlela. And then the same person has been going to check up
All the time.
Yes, he's been going to check up to the hospital. So that year, especially because of epilepsy, they don't have the fire. So that's when I noticed, no, this is very strange. This person has been going to hospital ever since, but now all of a sudden they don't have the fire. In the system, there's nothing. Now we have to explain about what happened to the child. Ela xesha, it's the same hospital. And then I was like, no, Mama, kukhona ukushaya amanzi apha. They know something, these people.
So if file mayingatholakala, because I believe that if one person comes to a checkup, izinto ezinye ziyarekhodwa on the system.
Yes,
So
that's my belief
nothing
also.
was being recorded.
There was nothing. Boko only the date of admitted and the date of discharge. Ukuthi kwenzekeni emntaneni, and nothing.
So clearly, even not Dr. Ayaguye, it's like you're starting all over.
Yes.
Because the file ayengayo, clearly there will be results. Ukuthi ama results abuye so if you're gonna go back and then ikuthiwa file ayikho, then
It's
there's
a problem. Now you have to explain. And remember, public hospital, there's a new doctor.
All the time.
Doctor one.
Sure.
So now we have to explain about kwenzeke this and this and this. Then ndaxela mama, no, I think they know something. Something happened kukamva. Because uhamba ilantuki date every day to the same hospital, but now we have to explain. So kulapho ke ndaqala ndabona uba no, something must happen
Something's
here.
up.
Yes, I need justice for umntana. And also bakhatha imino yakhe without telling me.
So do you think it was their way of running from something? Or maybe they thought ukuthi you'll be a person that will escalate the matter, and then now they need to take away the evidence of what really happened?
Escalating, I don't know, because back then I didn't know anything about hospital
Sure.
negligence. The only thing that I wanted is for my child to be fine.
To be fine.
Yeah. So, andazibona babone ntoni, but it was very strange for a person who goes to the hospital every month or every week sometimes. But if I like it disappear, even in the system, because I remember one doctor asked me, but even in the system, there's nothing. What happened to your child? And I was in the same ward as CG3. And some doctors, ben babona and and they knew what was happening. But at that moment, I attended a different doctor. I didn't know. So it was surprising about what's happening. And if I'm going back a little bit, I went to the social worker.
Okay.
Umntana maye discharge. So what's going to happen with the child? Since that time, bemkhupha ICU, but it's either a stroke or brain damage. What's going to happen continuous with the school? The social worker was like, no, the child is fine. It's only being amputated. You can take him to normal school. And I did that. Umntana muhlele primary in 1 grade, I think for 2 years. Nothing happened. And awukabi khomntu ondixelelayo uba umntana mentally is not okay. Okay, fine. I had to diagnose umntana on my own, but okay, the child is not okay. But it was not easy. And ifemeli yami ngixelele uba umntana akho akaparticipate esikolweni, uyadikwa ngutishara, iskibe nguye othi ufuna utitha utishara. Like akho nix enzekayo. It was not easy to accept uba uboy akasekho nguboy ngoku different. Then I continued taking him to special schools. Bazizo ke abakhonayo kuzo. But still, akho different enzekayo kuyo, even if ku special school. It's like ndimsele for babysitting. Okay, fine. And then about the brain, I only heard it last year when he was here. So we are wagula ndamsa eGalafong. And the Galafong, they did some tests. Then they come back to me and tell me, Mama, umntana kwenzakele entloko. There are tissues that are permanently damaged. They are not even surprised why a school and engekho right. And then they even said, we are surprised your child is still alive at this age. Into eyenzeke kuye is too much. So ever since all these years, and I was just saying, okay, umntana makekho right entloko, but I didn't hear it from the doctors.
But if the doctors, abantu abangama experts, are saying ukuthi they are shocked ukuthi usaphila, clearly he's a special child.
I guess so. I always say
Clearly he
that one
is.
is very strong, because he even went to a what is it that when you have a problem with your that colon, what is it? Appendix. Yes, he did some appendix also. I think 2015, yeah. Marwaba right. So I always say, yeah, he's very strong.
So akaze abo umntwana who enjoys childhood yakhe. So he's been in and out of hospitals like almost impilo yakhe yonke.
Yeah, you can say that. But mna family we tried to, but I feel it that way. We did everything for you. Now we're still doing it. In this case, I feel like I'm the one who didn't enjoy motherhood. I feel like if motherhood yam was taken to me, because till today, every day I'm thinking, what's gonna happen with my child? Is he gonna be those boy abahlala eshopu abalinde imali zabantu? Like in 10 years' time, kuzabe life yakhe njani?
But I think in that manner, everything starts at home. You know, if you're not getting the support from home, then the streets will be waiting for you. So he's a blessed young man because usase nomdeni that's bringing him closer, regarding whatever situation aguyo. You try to get him to the right schools. Is a thing of patience. You understand? Because as you said, even the doctors did explain that there are some tissues that are damaged. So with that, it needs patience. It needs consistency. In Thomas, we need to try it again tomorrow. So he's that kind of child. You need to give him all the energy. It's like you're leaving your things outside. You focus on him, you know. I'm glad that you guys are still giving him love. You're showing him support. And in that way, he won't tell the difference. Phakathi kwakhe nomntana next door.
Yeah.
He won't tell the difference. It'll be like, now I can do this, you know? But all I can say is giving up, it's not an option. You know, God has ways of doing things. You singakhala manje sit, hey, can be bedlela and all that, only to find out good at the age of 18, 19, uba umqemane as if nothing happened.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's go back a little bit. So as you grow older, you're starting to do your own research.
Yes.
What really happened. So throughout the process here, having all these operations and stuff, did you ever got an answer ukuthi yini lento emphethe? What is it exactly? At least they give you a name. Good, no, he's diagnosed. This is what we got.
No, I didn't. And on 2019, so I started to work with the other lady, a lawyer from PA.
Okay.
I remember she was asking me, but baby girl, I got no one open a case about this. I'm like, no. I said, okay, this is a winning case. They did something to your child for sure. Oh, okay. And then boom, COVID happened. So obvious, many things went through.
Yeah.
And then 2021, I personally felt like, no, she's not giving me anything. I go update bakwenzeka ntoni ngecase. Akakavuli even a case naye. She's struggling to get the file.
The file.
Yes, but I knew, but the file is not there. So I end up taking a new lawyer at East London.
Okay.
It's a ngumntu ongutata. Naye he tried, and then one got a report from a doctor who analyzed the file that they had.
Okay.
But I knew I'm not going to win also Goye if he's focusing on the file, because that file doesn't have
all the things.
Yes, the important information. It only have ba umntana uyaxhuzula, that's it. Whatever that happened 2011, there is nothing. Fine, naye ke ndambuza ba so sime kuphi, what's happening? But to be honest, I tried. Nandiphelele apha. That okay, thanks for your honest. Ungahlali nefile lomntana, but you're not gonna do anything, yabo. Fine, and then I tried omunyu customer abansebenza khona beyilawyer wathi uzothetha ne-advocates zakhe naye babona uba bangenza njani. Then if feedback was the case is very old, it's gonna use a lot of money, so bana boyika uthatha that risk. Then I was like, oh, okay, it's fine, I'll accept it, condonance. And then I saw stories kamaka. Yes, and then I was like, let me try this platform. Maybe someone can help me about this issue. It can lead to a right hands, because I've been trying a lot ever since Ngizalai Jobek and talking about story Samu. I've been trying to find help, but ndoisaka.
I think this is a big issue, because if ukwazi ukulahlekelwa ifile, then how many people are experiencing that?
Yeah.
And it's now you are giving a wake up call to other people to say, good, sometimes your file is not lost.
Yes.
You know, it's something that is happening, which is, we can just call it negligence.
Yes.
And in the plung is that it's not just the file, but life yomuntu, you know, impilo yomuntu, because if the file never disappeared, I don't think Gube, your son went through all of this.
Maybe, I don't know.
Because you remember with public hospitals, they always change doctors. But
yes.
Maybe there was going to be that one doctor that says, no, the problem is not here, it's here.
Yeah.
Then they come with the solution. Did you try to escalate it with the hospital seniors and managers to tell them, Guti, this is what happened, this is my matter? Did you ever try to escalate it to the right people?
I remember, in my understanding, you have to go via lawyers.
Yeah.
Yes, I can't do it on my own. Yeah, so I think they are aware, but yes, but I don't have much information about that.
They've never contacted you or anything?
Because remember, Nabo, they talk with the lawyers, not with me directly.
Sure.
Yes, because the fact that Babe requested a file, obvious, by now they know, but I'm trying to persuade the case.
How is the young man right now?
The young man is, I can say, is fine, because now when I'm born, you'll be like, I'm lying, because he looks fine and healthy.
Yeah.
But in conclusion, my son is living with one arm, and the sad part, they took his left arm, the one that he was going to use. So it's a struggle. Now he has to use the right arm, but yes. And then unomno one on the left hand side. All the time.
Sure.
Thanks to e-crops, they made my life easy. But before Zfike, it was difficult.
For him.
The other day, Ben Kala Central Mall, different send level and umdana ukhulile, akho send level yomuntu omdala ezawucover iminwe engekhoyo.
Sure.
I will never remember. I'm sorry. I will never forget that day. But ever since cookie crops, I can only buy crops and take. So now, as a mother, I can't go to Pep and buy sandals at 10 rand or whatever the price is.
Because of,
crops is durayo, take.
Something that will be comfortable for him also.
Afihle imino, because into imino yena akako comfortable. I don't think he will ever be comfortable again.
How old is he now?
Na 17.
So he's a grown young man.
Yes, and then also upila with this epilepsy. It's the big issue now, more than anything. Because asikwazi umshiya A1, naye akakwazi uba independent 100%.
Yeah.
There must be someone. That's the other reason endingakwazi uba ndihlale naye eGauteng. Because bokusuppose by now kudala ndihlala naye aye esikolweni abuye imshiya transport nam ndibuye yabona siqhubekeke nobomi. But I can't because of the epilepsy. Because epilepsy yakhe iyenzeka 3 times a day. At night, in the morning, ayinasikhathi. That's the main issue that we are dealing with.
What is one thing oyifisayo ukuthi ingayenzeka right now?
I want justice for umntanam. Because I didn't give a birth to ukamva lo ndinayo ngoku that I learned to accept. I want some justice for umntanam, and ndifuna uncedo nge-epilepsy. If there is help, I don't know. Because abantu bakhula na-epilepsy bade babusweleke.
Yeah.
but I want help nge-epilepsy because it's the major problem. Because umdala, I would like uba ndihlale ibe ndim naye.
Sure. Uyamdinga umama at the end of the day. Yeah.
So now the question is, what's going to happen if mama uyashiya emhlabeni? I have to stop whatever I'm doing in Gauteng. Ndiyohlala naye ekhaya. And ekhaya kukho abantu who can help me. This side I'm alone. That's the issue.
I think we need to try and put it out there. Spread it as much as we can, because yes, in South Africa we have a lot of things that are happening, but we have individuals that are very kind and willing to help and ready to help. So Ukamva, I can say good, he's an adopted child, Hope Revolution, you know. We need to try by all means ukuthi athole usizo alidingayo, and if there are people out there that are willing to help, our contact numbers will definitely show at the end of the episode, and all we want is justice for Ukamva, and all we want is support for Ukamva. So Ukamva he's a 17-year-old, which is he's a man now, you know, Kulile. And what is one thing or two or three things that you feel ukuthi Ukamva need? Because we have people that would want to come and donate and want to come and help. But meet halfway as a human being, because you're also going through a lot, you know. What are the things that umuntu magangati I want to help uNgcwelekazi with Ukamva? What are the things you need?
I'm not sure. Beside what he likes, uthanda music.
Uthanda music.
Yes.
Okay.
So you always say, "Can you tell us DJ?"
Okay.
Then I'll be like, "Sure."
Yeah, and it's expensive, eh? And the thing is, they know the difference.
Yes.
When you bring the cheap one, they'll tell you, man, this is the cheap one.
And my favorite DJ is Blackhoff. I think I'm relating in the
Blackhoff,
way.
I hope you're watching. I hope you're watching.
Yeah.
You have a fan here.
So
And you know what? I think he needs to be surprised, man. You know, by something. We need to push, guys. This podcast must do wonders for Ukamva. And besides music, what else does he like?
beside music,
Soccer.
no. He's
No,
obsessed
not a
about
soccer.
music.
That's one thing
Obsessed
he
about
loves.
music, yes.
So
Dala wayethanda ubethelela.
okay.
Ebenelanto ehamile yakhe ayithengeleni uzikhonkwane. Manifikayo ndisuka the side uzofika ebethelela nemino yami bethelela phezu kwayo. But I don't think he has an interest in that anymore.
So
He's too
his
much in
interest
music.
has fallen in love. He has fallen in love with
Yeah,
music.
ever since even the time he was sick, I remember there was umlilo that time. Yeah, because bathe umntanami brain damage, ne?
Yes.
So I had that in mind. But okay, so ichayile maybe won't recognize me. Ndizahlala lo mntana unjalo. Okay, it's fine. Until my stepfather ati bye Kamva. Ati bye Buddha. I was like, oh, okay.
He's responding.
Yeah, and then the other day was Tulela umlilo we big nas. I'm like, ah man, at least you know. Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. But sometimes, yeah, emotionally you can tell, but I guess I could ride.
Yeah.
Hey, when's I gala shem? I guess I could ride.
I think all he needs is just happiness right now. Empilweni yakhe.
Nento zimnandi ke.
Into
Nento zimnandi. Yes,
No,
yeah.
Definitely. Ngcwelekazi, I would like to thank you for coming and sharing your story. It's never an easy journey ukuza uzokhuluma about a traumatic experience, you know. If into, I always say, if into wazokhuluma ngayo in public, that means you are starting your healing journey, or you are through your healing journey. As in, it's things that we're not comfortable talking about.
Yes.
And sixolele ukufela ngaphakathi, you know. And I'm glad ukuthi you are a mother that says ukuthi I'll fight for Justice Kakamva, my son. We're not going to run away from a fact ukuthi there are mothers that are not mothering out there.
Yes.
That's the honest truth. And for him to have Umma Ofana Nawe, I can say he's blessed.
Thanks.
And continue to stay strong. Let's hope ukuthi this episode will bring change into your life and his life. And thank you so much for coming. Ayokamva sizamenzela ilanga. Sizombona.
Yeah.
We're gonna try by all means, because this is not just a podcast, but it's a healing space to a lot of people. It's a home to a lot of people. Other people rather decide to come here than to speak to the next person next to them. So, siyabonga kakhulu for joining us today.
Nkosi ngexesha lang.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
And that episode was a touching one. It's not easy to go in and out of hospitals, especially when you want impilo for your child. So we pray that with this episode, we're going to get all the answers we need and all the support we need. And please join us again next week so that we're going to talk about other issues and help the next person, because all of us have a lot to say. It's just that kwabanye sifela ngaphakathi, but this podcast is a platform that is here to give you a space of healing and also be able to share your story with everyone that needs your healing also. Thank you so much for joining us. See you next time, same place next week.